Hey guys, it's Kristi. Welcome to my channel. It is officially fall and it's finally starting to feel like fall here in Houston. So I am so excited today to show you how I'm going to be cozying up my kitchen for fall. A couple of weeks ago, I did a cozy up for fall video where I threw in a few touches for fall, but today we're gonna do a lot more and start bringing in some of those pumpkins that I know you're all waiting for. So let's go ahead and get started cozying up my kitchen. To set the mood for fall, I started out by lighting my blue corn beeswax candle. This is completely non-toxic and it is in the well-being scent. They use the essential oils of yin yang, cedarwood, nutmeg, and lavender. I really like the scent. It is a very light scent. Whitney and I are both sensitive to heavy scent, so this candle is perfect for us. Because it's not heavily scented, this would be a perfect candle for a smaller room such as a bathroom. I'll leave the link for this candle in the description box below. Another great way to cozy up a kitchen is by simply adding some colorful seasonal dish towels. I found these dish towels at Burlington Coat Factory and I love the details on the bottom of them, and I also love that they brought in some of the burnt orange color, which I'm going to be incorporating in my decor this year. I wanted to bring in some of the burnt oranges into the other side of my kitchen also, so I went ahead and added the Gather dish towel from Dollar Tree to my dishwasher. One of my favorite things about fall are all of the fall drinks. So this time of year, I love to get out my pumpkin mug. I found this one at Home Goods last year, and chai tea is one of my favorites, so I always drink chai tea this time of year. Sometimes I'll make it as a latte, but sometimes I just drink it plain, which is what I'm doing today. My favorite brand is the Numi brand, and I will also link that in the description box below for you. It's made with rooibos tea and lots of different spices, and it's just a wonderful flavor and really makes it feel like fall. So I'm enjoying a cup of this while I'm doing my decorating. To bring a few more simple fall touches into the kitchen, I'm adding this maple leaf plate that I found at the thrift store. It's the perfect colors for my kitchen and for all of the decor that I'm using. And I also loved that it was the maple leaf shape. I'm gonna use this as a spoon rest so it'll sit out on my counter throughout the fall season. Also changing out my kitchen towels to these two towels that I got from Burlington Coat Factory, and they say Welcome Autumn. If you've been around my channel for a little while, you know I love to decorate my kitchen table for different seasons, and so I'm really excited to do a new tablescape for fall. I went ahead and cleared off the tablescape that I had. If you remember a couple weeks ago in my Cozy Up for Fall video, I had switched out to a transitional look for fall and left what I already had from the summer, just made a couple of changes to bring it into the fall season. Y'all told me that y'all would like to see another transitional tablescape, and that's kind of what I was wanting to do anyway, so I decided to do that in the kitchen instead of in the dining room. Throughout the summer, I have loved having fresh flowers in my lantern that I'm using as a vase, and I decided for this first fall tablescape, I was gonna keep it like this. I knew I wanted to do something with greens and then also bring in some sunflowers. So when I found these flowers at the grocery store the other day, I knew they were gonna be the perfect thing for my tablescape. I already had these bamboo placemats that have the green and yellow tones that I wanted, and I just thought they were perfect for my table. Unfortunately, I only can find 3 of them. I must have lost the other 3 somehow in one of our moves. So I knew I still wanted to use them, but I was gonna have to find something else to go with them. So I ended up finding these napkins the other day at Home Goods, and I thought they would be perfect because they were the green tones that I wanted, and they also had what looks to be like either a little bit of white or yellow threading in the materials, so they actually work nicely with my other placemats. In order to bring in a little more of the darker green color like the trim in my bamboo placemats, I'm using these 2 placemats that I found at Dollar Tree on top. I think they look great, and and will work nicely once I get the place setting to help blend the two types of placemats together. Once again, I'm using my wicker chargers from Amazon. I love these chargers, and they're gonna be perfect to bring in that woodsy element that I'm wanting for fall. I'll leave the link in the description box below in case you're interested in these. On top of the chargers, I'm using my white plates because I feel like they're gonna bring a nice contrast to all of the green and also pull in the whites that I'm using throughout my decor. For another touch of fall color, I'm using these brown plates that I recently found at the thrift store. Because I wanted to keep this as a harvest type theme and more of a transitional look, I decided to use the napkins I found at Pier 1 last year. I love the light tan color, and the lace I feel like is perfect for fall. And with that, I'm using my napkin rings that I also found at Pier 1 last year. They give it a nice whimsical look and also make it look like fall harvest time. For the last touch on my table, I'm using these beautiful green glasses from Dollar Tree. I love the way they pick up on the green and brown tones I'm using in the Tablescape, and also I feel like they bring a nice elegant look to the table. I decided to keep the blue vases that I have in my wine area, but I wanted to do something to tone them down just a little bit. Even though they aren't very bright, I wanted them to blend in with everything else even a little more. So I decided to add some coffee beans to bring in some more of those earthy tones that I'm going for. I originally got this idea from my friend Aurelius from My Happy Home, where she added coffee beans to some of her fall decor. And then I also saw my friend Sherry from Pretty Simple Sherry add some to some of her fall decor, and they both have some amazing fall videos out right now. So I'm gonna link both of their channels in the description box below so you can check out what they're doing for their fall videos. I decided to use these two picks that I used last year on my fall table. I thought they were perfect with the brownish green tones and also bringing in some of those other natural elements that I'm going for, which I think tied in very nicely with my entire tablescape. I wanted to bring some light into this area, so I'm adding these tea light candles that are on timers. I got these at Amazon and I absolutely loved them. I used them all last fall, and I ended up ordering even more this year because I like them so much. You turn them on and they run for 6 hours, and then they automatically go off and then will come back on again at the same time every day after that. So I love it. I don't have to dig in the jars every time I want to turn them on, and I'm gonna have this nice ambiance every evening. And now it's finally time to bring in some pumpkins. Even though I want to keep this area transitional, I did decide to put a few pumpkins on my buffet table. So I'm adding the 2 pumpkins that I just got from Hobby Lobby, and in those I'm putting some of the same tea light candles, so they'll come on again. I usually set them to come on around 5 in the evening and go off at 11. So these are just perfect again to bring some nice coziness and ambiance to this area. I also decided to switch out my candles that I have sitting on my candle holders with pumpkins. I'm adding these 2 white and brown pumpkins. The one on the left is also a candle holder, so I'm gonna add a tea light candle to that one also. When I was doing the arrangement for the table, I decided to buy enough flowers to also do an arrangement for my island. So I just changed out the vase that I had there for summer with these fall flowers, and now it's time to change out the transitional decor that I had on the island and bring in some of those fall pumpkins. On each side of my flower arrangement, I'm adding in these wooden gourds and pumpkin that I found last year. I believe I got one of them at HomeGoods and one at TJ Maxx, but they happen to match perfectly. I like that they also bring in some silver and gold, which picks up on the rest of my decor. And of course, I feel like they're the perfect scale for the island. Even though I like the flowers just like they were, I decided to bring in a few more pumpkins here. In front of the flowers, I'm using these 3 gold pumpkins. The large one is from Hobby Lobby this year, and I found the last 2 last year at Tuesday Morning. I thought it would be nice to have a little more candlelight on the island, so I'm adding these 2 other votive candles that I picked up at Hobby Lobby this year. I like the way it brings in another touch of nature and it fills in this island centerpiece nicely. I'm excited to have my kitchen decorated for fall now, and I will be doing some changes to my kitchen tablescape throughout the season. I know I'm gonna do at least one change, if not maybe a couple of them, and I also have some other tablescapes coming up for you in the dining room and possibly even outdoors. So if you wanna see what I do with the rest of my decorating and see some more tablescapes, make sure you've hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications so you'll know when those videos come out. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. That really does help me out. Also, remember to check out the description box for any of the items that I showed in the video, and also to check out Aurelius and Sherry's channels. I think you will love what they're doing for some of their fall videos as well. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.